Hello everybody, welcome into another live stream. Today we're getting back into min-maxing the 1.6 update. I still haven't looked at all the spoilers for the 1.6 update, so I don't know if this is a bad idea, but no matter what, the first days are pretty consistent. No matter what, we're gonna not be using legacy randomization. I'm gonna leave all of this default, how Concerned Ape planned it from the beginning, however Concerned Ape wants it, not messing with any of these options right here. Because now Joja has a way of achieving perfection, so if I go for a min-max route and then just make a bunch of money and buy my way to perfection, we can get perfection probably within year one, probably faster than year one. Year one will be the goal though, that'll be the goal, trying to get it in year one. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I can go ahead and get started. I will not be selling my soul over to Joja. I'm going to be selling Dia's soul over to Joja because there's no rule against I don't have to sell my own soul. I can sell somebody else's soul. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. And let's get started. Hope everybody's doing well today. If I experienced summer 5th? No, I don't know what is on summer 5th. What I will say is I got a little bit of a spoiler when I was skipping over some days and just like doing something of like some like summer weather event, I'll say. But I didn't like go outside for it. I just saw it in the bottom left and I was like, something is happening. And I still don't have any idea what it is. So I'm going to keep that spoiler free for now. I did spoil myself with the Joja because I'm a min-maxer at heart and I want to know like the new strategies for that stuff. So it's exciting that perfection can be achieved within a year now, and I'm going to try to do it. We'll see. We just got to make a bunch of money, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I will be resetting, most likely, like restarting days, like this day one. This isn't the actual run. I need to go check if there are spring onions or not at Cindersap Forest, because if there's no spring onions, I might as well restart the day, because it's day one, so we are going to be doing that for who knows how long. Unless I get like super lucky, but I'm hoping for at least 10 spring onions. When I did a practice run like yesterday of this, I got 18 spring onions, which is quite a lot. So I've got my standards pretty high at least. Alright, and I've got my music playing in the background, so I don't need Stardew music right now. I'm gonna have to mute that every time. That's gonna be a little bit annoying. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a fair amount of spring onions. We can roll with this one. Let's just pick them and see how many there are exactly. $13. 19, that's one more than I got on my practice run. I got 18 on my practice one, so I'll take it. 19. Let's check the town to see if there's any good trash can items and to see if it's worth it to check the trash cans today. Have I planned the new farm yet? Yes. Hello, what? Hope you're doing well. And I have played on the new farm map. I don't think it'll be ideal for min-maxing, however. But I've got a multiplayer run, which I'm doing kind of like discovering the new update casually. And this save is going to be actually like grinding out the days, restarting days, trying to make as much money as I can in as little time as I can. Okay, unfortunately the trash cans don't seem too appealing to me. Let me check Joja's and the ones by Clint. So, I'll take the spring onions though. Trash cans aren't really reliable, so I wasn't too worried about the trash cans. In my practice run, I did get like a crispy bass, which was insane from one of the trash cans. I'm a little bit disappointed that I don't have good trash can luck, but hey. My goal for this is a run that other players can replicate, so I don't want to take advantage of getting too lucky. But yeah, I think today's pretty straightforward. There is a route I'll have to follow in town. Let's just get started and load. Money farm. I want to save all the time that we can. That's the goal here. So I will be doing a little bit of pausing. Need to go out on summer 5th. Just saying. Summer 5th. So what is on summer 5th then? Is it a different thing? Fixing to say you had 3 more. Okay. Music down, because I've got music playing in the background. Alright. Let's get started. I'm going to organize these tools and zoom out. And how do I like it? I usually like my axe, pickaxe, scythe, hoe, watering can like that. And thankfully we won't have to be doing step counting today. So that's nice. Okay, let's plant down the parsnips. Oh, and mixed seeds are a big thing as well. I hope to get lots of mixed seeds on this first day. Just for free farming XP. And we need to chop down a few of these trees here. I'll go for this maple one right here. I'm going to leave the oak ones because we're going to be wanting lots of kegs in the late game. And of course, when I'm not forging level 1, I can't get tree seeds. So I don't really care about getting maple tree seeds, so I'm just going to chop down this one. Yeah, it's very special. You can get an item that some would have to wait to get the silver axe for. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it the bookseller? Because I did see about the bookseller. The bookseller seemed pretty interesting. Oh, for some reason my Spotify stopped. Hopefully my stream didn't stop. No, it's still connected. That was strange. Okie dokie, let's continue. Not chopping the oak trees. Going for the maple trees. And my goal here is to make a chest, so that's just 3 trees. And then we can start heading out and meet all the townspeople. Because if I can't clay farm, there's really not much to do on the first day here except for meet everybody. So it might as well take time to meet everybody. And the problem with clearing the farm is even if I just spent all the time clearing the farm, I'm going to run out of energy or anything else. So fortunately, not a whole lot to do on the first day in terms of min-maxing. And then once I get the fishing rod, of course, we're going to be fishing a whole lot. Day 2 and day 3 are going to be filled with fishing, and day 4. And finally, day 5, we can go to the mines when the mines opens. I'm going to clear a little bit of space here, make a chest. And still no mixed seeds. That's a little bit unfortunate. I've been scything quite a bit of those fibers. And just for inventory space purposes, I kind of want to keep not a whole lot of tools on me. I'll bring my pickaxe though, and the hoe in case I need to till up anything. Oh, let's water the crops. I could always water them later because I'll be back home, but might as well do it now. Yeah, the goal is to meet everybody except for Willy and the Wizard, because they are impossible to meet on the first day. Alright, I'm gonna scythe as many of these weeds as I can in hopes of mixed seeds. There's one mixed seed. I'm hoping for at least like 2, 3. There's another one. Not too worried about mining the rocks because that's going to waste energy. I'd rather clear up space closer to my farm than down here. Still only 2 mixed seeds. Okay, there's another. There's another. 4. 4 is decent. Okay, now we gotta go down and get those spring onions. Jazz comes out at 11, so we're gonna try to meet Jazz. We got a free dandelion. Dandelions are, I think, the same as wild horseradishes in terms of energy restoration. Alright, so spring onions, we have 19. 19's a pretty fair amount, I'd say. Not too shabby. Alright, that got us foraging level 1. That means we'll wake up with full energy no matter what, which is good. I think foraging level 1's a requirement for the first day. Meaning, if we don't hit foraging level 1 the first day, I say we reset until we do. Okay, so Jazz should come out any second now. Yep, perfect timing with Jazz. And we've got Leia. Should I start saying Leah instead of Leia? I still like saying Leia, but I feel like Leah is the correct pronunciation. That's what everybody else says. Alright, Vincent, Jody. Alright, who's next? Who's next? I think Penny on the bench. And hopefully I don't forget anybody. I shouldn't. Got Penny. Remember, we don't have to check the trash cans. So next up is Alex. Sam will be able to meet at Joja Mart because I have to go in there for Pam and Shane anyway. Got Evelyn. George. Marnie. And Harvey should come out any second now. Now we can go inside here. Abigail, Pierre, and Caroline. Unfortunately, I don't think I found an artifact today. Artifacts are kind of good to find on the first day, just to get 250 gold for free from the museum. Unfortunately, I didn't find that. Okay, after Pierre's is the saloon. We actually have to talk to him. We can't just, you know, talk to him at the counter. Okay, we've talked to Penny. I think next is the beach. We'll forage the beach if there's anything good at the beach. There's quite a few things at the beach, actually. Let's trash this wood so I can grab everything. And then also talk to Elliot. Okay, so the beach luck with those forageables kind of made up for the lousy luck with no artifact, I would say. So I think we're kind of evened out now. I think we're still at we're on like a good track here. Alright, next is, I would normally go to the museum and drop off an artifact, but I don't have one, so I can skip doing that and just go to Clint. Talk to Clint. Clint is always here. Yeah, it's nice how the quest update icon does a little update. It's very nice. Nice little touch. Alright, and then Emily. Okay, and then Maru should be around here somewhere. Can I get a mixed seed? No mixed seed. I already talked to Jody and Caroline. Okay, there's Maru. Talk to Abigail again just because I like Abigail. Alright, we got Maru. We got 3 more people in here. I can't remember if I've already talked to Pam, but let's do it again just in case. Alright, who am I missing? Should be just Demetrius, Linus, Sebastian. Okay, yep. And we'll be able to see them all shortly. I'm gonna go check the bus stop real quick, because there might be forageables at the bus stop. Yep, I already got Vincent. I already talked to Vincent. We just have 3 people left. I want to check the bus stop first. See if there's any forage. No forage at the bus stop. A little bit unlucky. I really like how the bus stop's a little bit more fleshed out instead of like the black screen that you could always see. I think that's a nice little feature. Nice little touch. Okay, we can grab all of these and hopefully get a few more mixed seeds. Really? No mixed seeds from all of that. I was expecting to get at least 2. I've only got 4 mixed seeds. I think I got like 7 or 8 on my last attempt when I was just practicing. But ideally, I want this to be something that people can follow, so I don't want to get like too lucky. Any forageables around here? And no artifact spots to till up either. So honestly, not too lucky of a first day, except for the fact that we got a whole bunch of spring onions. Spring onion luck was decent. Alright, and now we just wait around. There's really nothing else to do except for wait for Sebastian to come out. So we can just dilly-dally here for a second, take a quick water break. I wish Concerned Ape would have added something else to do on the first day, but if we can't clay farm, because I did not use Legacy RNG prediction, we can't clay farm. So I guess it's really just hoping for lots of forageables. We got a dandelion and 19 spring onions, and then the beach forageables were pretty lucky, so we can sell all of those for a decent amount of money, help us get that fiberglass rod on day 2. Alright, Sebastian should come out now. Alright, and that should be 27 out of 28 people right there. And then Willie will be the final one tomorrow. Okay, 2 more wild horseradishes is fine. I will trash the stone. Oh, this one's a quality one. Okay, we can eat forageables. I can eat the dandelion. And I can also eat this wild horseradish. Most likely I will eat all of my spring onions as well. Got quite a few of them. So I will be trying to make the most of this day and spend the rest of the day chopping trees, also trying to scythe the remaining mixed seeds on the farm for more seeds. Alright, let's do 12 left for now, but most likely I will go through all of them. Alright, there's another seed. I don't know how important it is to do the bridge early on, Ariana. It's not a bad idea, but most likely I need 50 wood for sure for another chest, a fishing chest. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing. And I want a chest to, like, carry with me, basically. Okay, so we're going to ship the beach forage, ship the daffodil, ship the mussel for a little extra money tomorrow. And then I'm going to plant mixed seeds and hopefully get some more. I'm confident we'll use up all this energy, so I will just eat some more onions. Oh, we might be forging level 1, because I just got a pine cone. We are forging level 1. I thought it didn't update until overnight, but perhaps it updates right away. So maybe I do want to chop these oak trees. See if we get a seed from it. No acorn. Either way, I want to clear out space closer to the farm, but let's leave the oak trees just in case I'm not getting the acorns I should be until like I level up overnight. Let's stick to the maple trees. Okay, we're gonna have to scarf down the rest of these spring onions. Two more. Because we're definitely going to use up this energy. I'm going to keep one on me just in case I accidentally overexert myself and need like an emergency backup. Because I'm known to do that. I think that's a good idea. Also, let's clear some of these rocks. I don't want all these rocks around. However, I don't think I can get coal and geodes from them until I'm level 1 mining. I don't know if maybe I want to save some of the rocks, save clearing some of the rocks. Might be a better idea. Is this one a maple? I think this one's a maple. Predictor tool cannot be used anymore. It doesn't work with legacy RNG predictions, so no clay farming, no predictor for this one. I bet it can still be used if you use legacy RNG prediction, which is an option that Stardew lets you do in advanced game settings. However, I'm going the intended way from Concerned Ape and doing this without using legacy RNG prediction. Alright, we just got 3 more mixed seeds, which is a huge deal. So yeah, no predictor tool for me this run. I don't think Mousy Pounce predictor with geodes even works. And that one I consider like a more of a casual predictor. But yeah, getting as many mixed seeds as I can here. Alright, I don't want to pass out on the farm because I don't want to lose 10% of my gold. So I will start to head back up. I've gotten a fair amount of mixed seeds to plant now. 4 more. I'll take 4 more. 4 more is a decent amount. 6. I can mine 1 more rock. Eat that last spring onion. Mine just a few more rocks here. And I might just barely have enough to water and hoe the rest of these mixed seeds. We got 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay. It's okay that I overexerted myself because I leveled up to level 1 foraging. And we'll wake up with full energy. Okay. Now this is probably the only day that I will go to sleep at 1 a.m. instead of 2 a.m. Within a min-max, you want to make the most of every day, but not much else I can do today except for fill up this water in preparation for tomorrow. There we go. It's always scary when I'm on my last overexertion to see if I'm gonna pass out or not. I think we're good. And then yeah, tomorrow is gonna be all about fishing. Meant the web predictor, thank you by the way. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm guessing Mousy Pound's predictor, the web predictor, is in the same situation where it can't be predicted. Just because of, unless you use RNG, legacy RNG settings. That's my thought. Okay, we got an extra 190 gold from selling the beach forageables and daffodil. It's not as much as 250 that I would have gotten from donating an artifact, so it's a little unfortunate. It's going to be very tight in terms of money, so I really am going to be hoping for some bubbles today, or a good luck day. It's a bad luck day. It's not what I'm hoping for. But no matter what, we're starting off with watering crops today. Okay, maybe that artifact spot will be a... Actually, no, it won't work out if it's an artifact clay. Okay, that's whatever. Alright, let's head to the beach now. I'm not gonna bring my hoe. Even if there are artifact spots to till, it's not gonna be worth it to go from the ocean all the way to the museum. It's just not worth it. Not worth the time it takes to walk over there for 250 gold. We're probably gonna be better off fishing. And something I noticed today is if we find bubbles today and restart the day, the bubbles will not appear in the same location. The bubbles are completely random now, and there are some bubbles over there which are out of reach, which is a little unfortunate. Alright, so my chest spot is right here. This is one of the few places NPCs won't walk along the dock. And then we just fish. Lots of fishing, and I try to get perfect catches here. That one, I don't think I could have done it. The fish just jumped up a little bit too much. That's okay. And what would be super amazing, and this happened to me when I was doing a practice run, is catching an ocean jelly, which is a new item that can be found. Because then I can eat it and get +1 fishing buff. And the bar's a little bit larger, and that helps out a whole lot. So ideally, that'll happen again. It's not guaranteed, but it'd be super nice if it happened. And there we go. That's a perfect catch. That's a gold star sardine. I'm going to try to get as many perfect catches as possible. I don't think that was a perfect catch, unfortunately. That's okay. I think sardines sell for 40, and then herrings and anchovies sell for 30. So sardines are a little bit better, but ideally we would be getting halibuts and flounders. Halibuts and flounders sell for a bit more than the others. I think flounders sell for like 100 gold, and same with halibuts. Yeah, flounders are 100 gold. So that's like almost, it's over 2 times, over double the sell price of these other fish. Flounders are very good. And we need over 1,000 gold. Because the fiberglass rod is 1,800. Plus we need a little extra for bait. We need to buy bait. And in terms of fishing level 2, so we just hit fishing level 1 there. But reaching fishing level 2, I think, isn't as hard as getting the amount of fish you need, the money. As long as you're getting some perfect catches. Love how you don't have to always buy the books. Yeah, you can get random books, which is always exciting when that happens. It happened to me a few times in the multiplayer game that I've been doing. Okay, bubbles. Bubbles are huge. I'm gonna go fish at the bubbles and hope the bubbles stay there. But bubbles are huge. I love my bubbles. It nearly quadruples the bite rates of the fish. So we'll get fish 4 times as often. And honestly, the bubbles are gonna guarantee us fishing level 2 by 5 o'clock. We got bait, but we don't have any need for bait. Okay, got a sea jelly. Sea jelly is huge. Not only can we use that 88 energy, but we get a +1 fishing buff. I know it sells for 200 gold, but we can't sell it to Willy, so it's much better used as for the fishing buff right now. And hopefully I get a few more of them for catfishing tomorrow. Alright, halibut is good. Halibut and flounder is what we're looking for. Hopefully my inventory doesn't fill up. Anything, maybe I don't want perfect catches or else I'm gonna have to start. Yeah, see, there's an iridium one right there, so now I'm gonna start getting iridium ones and everything's gonna clutter up. But I can carefully manage my inventory. See, that's a silver flounder. And now I've got another sea jelly, and now my inventory's full. So bait. I'm gonna toss the bait away. I don't need the bait. If anything, I can eat the another sea jelly if I really need to. Or eat some of the fish. I'm not sure what's best. Seaweed, obviously, we toss, and at least that didn't fall into the drink. Okay, perfect catch is good, however... Okay, it was just a regular quality herring. Interesting. Interesting how it was a regular quality herring, even though I got the perfect catch. I guess if it's the base quality herring, getting a perfect catch doesn't affect it. But I thought I was at a deep enough depth. Wanna, like, rate the update 1 out of 10? I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Concerned Ape did not have to, like, Stardew Valley already was, like, perfectly good on its own, so it's definitely a 10 out of 10 update, just because this is all just added bonuses, basically, in my eyes. It's just, like, all added features. Okay. So, I could juggle. I could juggle, but let's instead just eat the seaweed. And I don't really need the broken CD. Okay, we're not juggling today. Alright, any more bubbles? I don't see any more bubbles right now, which is fine. I'm returning over here just in case I need to place stuff in the chest, and I probably should. I don't like to have this... have no inventory space. Because we'll be selling all this stuff to Willy. Alright, iridium quality fish is what we're looking for because they sell for twice as much as their base. And I missed the perfect catch on that one. Go so slow without bubbles. Getting another bubbles before 5 o'clock would be good. Or treasure chests. Treasure chests are also appreciated. And what do we got? Got more bait. Well, at least that 10 bait makes up for the ones that I accidentally tossed in the water. At least the fish are having like a feeding frenzy over there. 10 pieces of bait all in one location. That should be a thing. You should be able to drop like bait in the ocean and spawn bubbles. Fish are indeed finicky. I agree. But how cool would it be to have like an item where you can like spawn bubbles? Like some kind of bait or like lure that'll spawn bubbles at your location for like a set amount of time. That would be nice. This run is unseeded. No seeded, it's a completely random seed. I didn't even touch the additional settings, like the more options page. I did not do year 1 completable. I did not do like multiplayer cabins. I just left that completely default. I want this run to be easily replicatable by other players if they want to try to like do a challenge run like this. So that's why I'm trying to do this as user-friendly as possible, I guess is the best way to put it. I guess the hardest part is fishing. Like fishing day 2 is probably one of the most stressful days. Because I did reach fishing level 2, and then I have fishing level 3 because of my +1 buff. So I can buy the fiberglass rod. The problem is, can I afford the fiberglass rod? We'll see at 5 o'clock. We'll probably head into Willie's shop around 4:40. I'm not particularly an iridium rod fan just because the return, like the value you get, isn't as good as the fiberglass rod. The fiberglass rod, you spend 1,800 gold, but it by far pays for itself because it doubles the bite rate. The dressed spinner doesn't double the bite rate. It just like slightly increases the bite rate. Eventually during this run, I'll probably get an iridium rod, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But the thing is, day 2, I can't afford it. There's no way I can afford it day 2. We're gonna have to just go with the fiberglass rod, which is perfectly fine because the fiberglass rod doubles the bite rate. Okay, one more fish. Nope, 440. 440 is my hard cutoff. Okay, anything else I can sell to Willie? Don't think so. Moment of truth. Okay, we have just enough for the fiberglass rod. And we can even get a few pieces of bait here. 1 gold left over. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Alright, once that fishing buff wears off, I may or may not eat another sea jelly. I don't know if it's better to save it for tomorrow for catfishing, or if I should just... I'm not sure. I am unsure. Alright, well at least things will go a little bit faster now with our bait. More seaweed. There's a mini update that would be cool. Through different types of bait can bring forth different durations of bubble. Yeah, that'd be interesting for sure. Alright, perfect catches are a little bit harder to get because that +1 wore off. I feel like it's better to save this for catfishing tomorrow. Because sometimes having that like extra bobber space is a make or break situation for catching a catfish. And tomorrow, most likely, I will have to restart the day a few times until I can actually start hooking the catfish, just because it takes a little bit of practice for catching catfish. They're quite tricky. But we'll see. Ooh, there are bubbles. Let me catch one more fish here, and then I will move over to the bubble spot. Okay, we got 10 bait, that's fine. Let's put in everything and go fish by the bubbles now. Hopefully those bubbles stay there for a while. Okay, I need to max cast, it looks like, in order to get to them. There we go. Bubbles are a big deal. And treasure is also a big deal. I will never miss a treasure chest. Well, I might miss a treasure chest on accident, but I should never miss a treasure chest. I should always go for treasure. Frozen geode, not too exciting. We're looking for like something we can sell, like diamonds or rubies, emeralds even, aquamarines, any kind of gemstone we can find in a treasure chest. And for a bad luck day, for like a not so great luck day, we're getting a good amount of treasure chests. And a lot of coal. A lot of coal. And I believe normally those would be artifacts, but for some reason I didn't get an artifact on day 1, so that meant anytime I get an artifact in a treasure chest, the game will replace it with the coal until I find an artifact. Right, energy, I can eat seaweed. Alright, getting some good perfect catches here. And the goal is fishing level 4. I definitely can't reach fishing level 5 in the amount of time that I have given to me, but fishing level 4 is doable. And then I think what I'll do is day 5, I'll just get enough copper to get the pickaxe upgrade. And once I get copper, I'll try to make it deep down in the mines, get to floor 80, and then start void spirit farming. I have to hope for some kind of weapon though, but worst case scenario, I just use the obsidian edge that I can get from floor 90. Legend fish before 10 spring. It's possible if I get a rainy day. And if I keep fishing. But I do want to pivot to like diamond farming and void spirit farming in the mines. I think it's going to be more profitable than fishing. Because you don't need to RNG predict to void spirit or diamond farm. Those are just you know, base game strategies. However, geode farming, you need to use the map predictor to find a spot of geodes. So that one, that's not gonna work. Favorite 1.6 change? Good question, Victor. Hope you're doing well, by the way. I don't know. I like carrots. I like how they added new crops. I mean, so far... Oh yeah, and there's that raccoon. There's that, like, cute raccoon that I found in my multiplayer world. I haven't gone through all the patch notes, though, because I'm trying to do a little bit spoiler-free. But I think something that is interesting is the fact that Joja... You can pay Joja to find the golden walnuts. You can pay Joja to complete perfection for you, which is a really big win for min-max players, because that means you can just focus on making money as opposed to worrying about, like, leveling up friendship with NPCs and all of that, like, stuff. So, all good. Don't want to see you. What do I eat? Gold star herring? I'll eat a gold star herring. You know the maximum slash unmodified max time to bite? Without bait and without bubbles, I think it's like 40 something seconds. Something like that. You haven't gotten the raccoon buddy yet? Yeah, we haven't. We repaired the tree, so the raccoon's there, but we haven't given it the fish yet. So we'll do that tomorrow when I play, because I'm gonna probably do my multiplayer no, it's not a min-max. My multiplayer 1.6 exploring the update series or whatever you want to call it. Probably resume that tomorrow, and then say hi to the raccoon buddy. Anything I want to bring home and put in my chest at home, I will keep on me. Anything else I want to sell tomorrow, since I'm gonna be coming back to sell stuff to Willy, I'll keep in that chest. I don't know too much about the books we met. I'm not too sure. Like, I saw some of the books. Some of the books are, you can get XP from them. So, like, buying books for XP, it might be worth it for min-maxing. Like, the foraging one, maybe. Maybe the combat one. We'll see. I'm not too sure yet, but... It's like a really interesting mechanic, for sure. For the XP books, or are you talking about a different book? I'm not too sure. Because I know there's these things that give you special bonuses, but I'm not too familiar yet. We're on day 2 already, Sonata, but yeah, this is going to be a fun series. However, no RNG manipulating. We're back to the good old days, back to my first series. We've come full circle to where I started, my roots. And I'm pretty much doing a similar run, carrot seed strats. I didn't get any carrot seeds, or else I would be growing carrot seeds, but where do I get carrot seeds? I think you can only get them from digging. I want this run to be replicated by other people. Like, I want this to be pretty, like, in reach. Like, I don't want to be doing some, like, weird, insane strats. So that's why I didn't turn on use legacy RNG. Like, I want to just, like, play how Concerned Ape intended, you know? So that's what I'm doing here. We got a diamond, let's go. And 6 gold ore, that's huge. We got some good luck here. We got some good luck. 17 coal is not bad either. Alright, we need to eat those gold star herrings. We got a diamond. That's 750 gold right there. That's huge, huge. Diamonds are always good. Targeted bait strats. Targeted bait, like, say Willie was selling catfish bait tomorrow, I would so buy catfish bait. However, I don't know how to make him, like, do I just restart the day until he's selling catfish bait? Is that a thing? Or is he going to be selling the bait every time? And Sonata and anyone else about bubbles. Bubbles now, if you don't use Legacy RNG prediction, bubbles won't be in the same place if you restart the day, which is kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. But like, say I get like some, like, if I had to restart this day, I wouldn't get the same bubbles, which I think is very interesting. Like, bubbles are actually random now instead of seeded. I'm pretty sure, at least. That's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed after, like, restarting the day a few times. Bubbles are no longer seeded. Saw someone get a largemouth bait on day 2. Well, let's see about getting... I mean, if he's selling largemouth bait, going to the mountain lake might be the move. If he's selling catfish bait, then obviously I'm going to be catfishing. Was the person you were watching, Sonata, doing a min-max? Were they like doing like a challenge run or anything? That means resetting without bubbles has a chance to have bubbles. Yeah, that's true. It's a good thing. It's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. It means less consistency, but like it means you can restart the day and just like hope for bubbles, which I think is a good thing. All right, treasure, another diamond, 2 aquamarines. That's also kind of huge, actually. That actually helps out quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna eat the seaweed. We got some good treasure luck for sure. Okay, fish. I want to keep fish in this chest. Because I'm gonna come back here and sell them day 3. I'm kind of following like loosely my first min-max, like just somewhat. I didn't get any copper, so I should probably buy a copper from Clint on day, whatchamacallit, day 3. Alright, one more fish. One more. Last one. Alright, I'm out of energy, so no point in casting my rod. What do I want to take home? I'll take home the bamboo pole. Everything else I'll keep with me for tomorrow. Because everything else here I want to sell to Willie, so I'll have to come back here. So let's pass out. There we go. And we'll wake up with full energy. Level 1 fishing. Level 2 fishing. Level 3 fishing. Level 4 fishing. Nice. I don't think getting higher than level 4 fishing is possible unless you're Blade and unless you do like bubbles for the entire day. Alright, so what is happening today? Today is definitely a catfish day. I don't have to water my crops. Mail, I don't really care about the mail. I guess we just restart the day and go to the beach, fish at the beach, and see what happens. Deluxe bait? I don't know if deluxe bait is worth buying, though. That's the thing. Because deluxe bait is expensive. It's 100 gold a piece. I don't think it's worth it. Alright. All this stuff, keep here. Do I end up selling stuff at the end of the day? But we're not doing a new farm. This is a new farm. The stream started on day 1, so this is a new farm. What did I do? What's fun is I can just look up Stardew min-max on YouTube, and my series is always the first thing that comes up. I don't know if that's because it's mine or what, but it's helpful at least if I need to reference this. Okay, at the end of day 3, I passed out. I did not sell stuff. Okay. So today is just about catching as many catfish as I can, getting XP, and then getting a bunch of stuff to sell for tomorrow as well. So yeah, let's just get started, I suppose. I don't need any of this stuff on me. I don't need my bamboo pole, just my fishing rod. And let's walk to the beach. I'm going to the beach for more bait. 25 bait is definitely not enough. So I need to start at the beach at least. And if there's bubbles, if there's early morning bubbles, that would be huge. What I'm thinking is we restart the day until there's bubbles at the beach. And we'll see. I don't see any bubbles. No bubbles. Okay, let's restart the day. I think this is a good strategy because it doesn't require too many restarts. Like, I don't want to be restarting the day too much, but I think we can keep restarting for bubbles. And the save you saw below the save, that's the same tile and everything, that was me doing a practice run of this. And I only made it to day 3. And when I was practicing catfishing, I missed a few of them, unfortunately. So hopefully I don't do that today. Hopefully I am better on stream and don't miss any catfish, but we'll see. Catfish can be really hard to catch sometimes. Yeah, I have no idea how the bubble spawning works now. But also, I don't want to keep resetting if I'm wrong. Like, who knows? Maybe it is somewhat seeded. And maybe there's just, like, it's impossible for me to get bubbles. So I don't want to, like, keep restarting and get no bubbles whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, if they aren't seeded, like if I'm correct and they aren't seeded, then eventually after restarting the day, there should be bubbles that spawn somewhere within reach. And I'm gonna restart the day because I missed that fish. Are there bubbles over on this side, perhaps? Sometimes hard to tell with the rain. But god damn it, I'm restarting for bubbles. I want those bubbles. If there's no bubbles, I'll just fish. I know I keep going back and forth, but it does take quite a bit of time to reset, walk all the way back to the beach, and see if there's bubbles or not. So the fiberglass rod speeds things up a good amount, so it's fair. And again, I want this run to be replicated by others, kind of like my first min-max run. So I don't want to do some like insane, tedious strat or get like entirely like super lucky. Were those artifact spots always there? I think they were. I probably just didn't notice. Alright, so no bubbles, but that's okay. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just imagining things, but what I did is in a practice run is day 3, this same day, I came to the beach. There were bubbles here, and I was like, oh, wow, that is like an insane, like, bubbles, because it's like perfect timing for day 3. And then I restarted the day, and after restarting the day, oops. I need to pay attention to the fish. I can't be missing fish like that. Like, that requires a restart. But the reason I think bubbles are not seeded anymore and they'll just randomly appear is because I restarted that day and there were no longer bubbles here. So, I have no idea how they work. Is it worth checking at 9 AM what targeted bait you get? We'll wing it. If it's catfish bait, that would be insane. Oh wait, let's trial and error. Let's see. Let's check it, Sonata. Let's see if it is catfish bait or like largemouth bait, and if it stays that bait. If we restart the day. Because what if we can restart the day and it's a different type of bait? That would be kind of insane. But also, that would require restarting the day and waiting around way too much. Hello, Peach. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the luck. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break while we wait around for Willy. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's check out what bait Willy has now. Smallmouth bass bait. Ugh. Smallmouth bass bait is really bad. And my guess is he will be selling the same bait. I don't know if this is for sure, but my guess is he'll be selling the same bait. So we don't have to worry about the specialized bait. I don't think, at least. Who knows? Okay. This is gonna probably be my last restart of the early day today because I'm not going to reset for bubbles. I'm not going to reset for bait. It's just way too time consuming. However, if I miss 3 catfish before, I don't know. Let's say if I miss, let's come up with like an amount, because if I miss catfish, I do want to reset the day, but also it is inevitable that I may miss like 1 or 2 catfish. If I miss 2 before like noon, I'll say I'll reset. If I miss 3 before like 3, miss 4 before like 6, something like that, I think is a good amount, but it'll really just be like a game time decision, kind of judging it as I go along. So we'll see. Let's just do a little ocean fishing. Ocean fishing is easy, not stressful, but catfishing can get a little bit tough. That one I almost missed, and I would have had to reset the day again. Phew. Okay. Unless we get like an insane early treasure chest here, then it's like I shouldn't reset if it's like really good. It was too full. It's not really good. Because I want to do as little day resetting as possible. But day 2 is set in stone. Day 2, we had a good day 2. Oh, and by the way, I should probably mention how long I'll be streaming until, because sometimes it's like I wing it, but sometimes I have a set schedule. Today I have 1.5 hours left. I'm streaming until 2 o'clock CST because I have work today. Actually, I'm closing at work, so I need to make sure that I get to work on time. Alright, and then once Willy goes to his fish shop, then we will buy a bunch of bait. Also, I need to buy a copper ore from Clint. Oh, there's bubbles over there. Ah, let's go get the bubbles. What the heck? Okay, does anybody want to look back on the stream while I was AFK, while I was away from my computer, and see if there were bubbles here? Because this will prove whether or not they're seeded. Were there bubbles here while I was waiting around? I am not using a mod, I just have a really big monitor, and that's why it's so zoomed out. If you have a really big monitor, you can just zoom really far out in vanilla Stardew. Which helps for the mines, helps for like spotting bubbles, helps in a few situations. Quite a few treasure chests. Hopefully this one's better than our last one. Yeah, I think my monitor is 2560 by 1440, which will make it the screen a little bit more zoomable out. So there were bubbles in that same place? Oh, and good timing on them. So maybe it is still seeded. Ah, I have no clue. I need to look into that more. But maybe it is still seeded. If that's the case, if there were still bubbles. Thank you, Bunny of the Darkness Void, by the way. Thanks for checking on that. And it is still smallmouth bass bait. It is still smallmouth bass bait. Okay, so calculator time. I want to buy 20 copper ore from Clint. That's 1,500. That's 1,500 gold. So how much bait can I buy? 128. Is the 128 enough to get me through? Because crafting a furnace would be nice. 128. I don't think 128 is enough to get me through today and a full day of fishing tomorrow. What I did in my first min-max is I just mined for the copper instead of bought all of it. I only bought a single piece of copper, which is what I could also do here. I don't necessarily need to buy the trout soup since I have an ocean jelly. But a trout soup for +1 fishing wouldn't be a bad idea, just to have a backup in case the ocean jelly doesn't last the whole day. 20 copper ore, 1500. 120. I just feel like 128 bait. Should it last me? It should, because I'll get bait from treasure chest. It should last me. It should last me. I don't know. What do you all think in chat? Do you think it'll last me today and tomorrow? And then day 5, I can always buy bait from Willy. But I want it to get me through a whole day of fishing today and tomorrow. We have 144 bait now. Let me check and see how much bait I used up when I did my other min-max. You know what? I've already left Willy's. We'll wing it. We'll be fine. I just hope I have enough bait, that's all. Okay, I do want to pick up this chest. And it would be very bad if that fell into the drink. And we're going to buy 20 copper ore from Clint. That way I can craft a furnace tomorrow, maybe smelt my free gold that I got from the treasure chest, and then day 5, I won't have to grind as much copper ore from the mines, and we can spend more time doing other stuff. Alright, 20 copper ore. I don't know if I still have to do this, but sometimes there was a thing where you had to throw it out of your inventory and then pick it back up in order for it to trigger the cutscene tomorrow. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm not, like, screwing myself over by only having this amount of bait. Ooh, bubbles. Hold on. Improvising. We're catfishing right here because there's bubbles. For the time being, at least. Until the bubbles go away. Then we'll go to the actual forest river. Should have grabbed that smallmouth bass bait. Just kidding. Because we don't want the smallmouth bass, we want catfish. But I think these bubbles are too good to pass up. And hopefully I don't get any quality ones, or else I'm not going to be able to stack them. I do have a bunch of, like, trash. Like, I can throw away the stone, I can throw away the wood. And I can eat the seaweed. Let's eat the sea jelly now, because catfish are fishable here. I'm just getting unlucky and not getting any catfish. Okay, bubbles are gone. We're gonna go to the river now, where we were meant to be in the first place. Gold star smallmouth bass is good for energy restoration. Okay, so eat the seaweed. Everything in here, just so I have a nice clear inventory, and now we catfish. And if we see any bubbles, I will go after the bubbles, of course. Sometimes I'm just a streamer noob, as Sonata would say, and I miss the catfish. Sometimes they just give you such a hard pattern. That one I shouldn't have missed, though. It's the first one. I just gotta shake it off and try again. If I miss one more before like 3 o'clock, I will say restart the day. But I was off to a pretty good start today, so I really don't want to restart if I don't have to. But sometimes I just can't help it. But I really shouldn't have missed that catfish. That's a little devastating. Again, I guess if I want a little bit of copium, I can say I want this run to be replicatable by most people who attempt it. So I could always say, yeah, you're gonna miss the first catfish, you know, just because it's a very tough fish to catch. Like, who am I kidding? But ideally, we don't miss any more catfish from now on. But I'm still waiting for Sonata to say streamer noob. Alright, I will take treasure chests, though. Because if we get like a diamond or something from a treasure chest, that's equivalent to like 3 catfish in itself. So bait is fine as well. 1 bait sucks, but 10 bait, I will always take 10 bait. Wow, we're off to a pretty bad start today, honestly. Only 1 attempt at a catfish. I got baited again, yeah. Hey, at least I got heavily baited. I'll take 10 bait any day. Although 10 bait is only worth, like, what, 50 gold? So that's really nothing. Alright, that was a risky catfish, but we got it. And we got the treasure chest with a single piece of coal. So lousy. Chubs I will eat if I need energy. Actually, I should eat the smallmouth first if I need energy. But we probably won't need energy for a while. Why did I cast my rod up? I just heard something and reacted. That's how it goes. Alright, be a good catfish. Does anybody know catfish pattern? Is it mixed? It feels like it's a mixed pattern. Alright, I think that's fishing level 5, so we can get the sell bonus at least. Fish for half a day in your playthrough on Spring Through in the river and got exactly 0 attempts at catfish. Wow. 0 attempts is kind of insane. Okay, that one... I don't know why I couldn't catch that one. That one should have been catchable, but it was just... Sometimes they're tough. Think about it this way. Say catfish is the best thing from the river. Largemouth is the best thing from the mountain lake. Even if I miss 50% of the catfish I catch, which ideally I should be catching more than 50% of the ones I'm given, it's still better than fishing at the mountain lake. So as long as I'm at like about, if I catch half of the ones I'm given, I think we're in a good place. Because the mountain lake, I mean, then you have to take into account like XP and that sort of stuff. But catfish sell for 200, largemouth sells for only 100 gold. So it's really hard to get into like what's more worth it, but I think also catfish give you more XP than largemouths do. And if we got a diamond from a chest, I wouldn't be complaining. 3 iron ore. Okay, I'll take 3 iron ore. That's fine. Not the most exciting thing, but it's fine. Alright, see, sometimes the catfish are just easy. It's really all about the start. You need to get a good start on the catfish. But sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're like the most insane fish to catch. Thought I saw bubbles out of the corner of my eye, but it was just rain. Alright, 5 catfish. My goal is really 10 catfish. It might not be achievable, but as close to 10 as possible. How many catfish have I missed? 2 or 3? Hopefully only 2. But 2 out of 7 is pretty good. Or 5 out of 7, I should say. No more clay farming, crucify me. No more clay farming. Concerned Ape patched it. I could use legacy RNG settings, but I'm choosing to not use legacy RNG settings. So basically, with default settings, unless you go into like the advanced game settings and enable legacy RNG, there's no more clay farming. Clay farming is now removed. So, technically speaking, yes, clay farming gets you money faster, but we can't clay farm anymore. So fishing is the next best thing. And then day 5, 6, 7, we'll go to the mines. Come on, catfish. Come on, catfish. Ooh, this one is troublesome. Come on, fish. Behave, behave, behave. Behave, behave. Okay, we got it. That was a troublesome catfish, but we got it. And we got 2 copper ores. So I don't even need to buy them from Clint today. So what's the biggest difference between the min-max? So right now, not much of a difference. It's very, very similar. Although hopefully I'm doing this a little bit more efficiently. Hopefully I make a little bit more money. But day 5 is going to be different and forward. I'm going to be doing void spirit farming and diamond farming in the mines as opposed to continuing fishing. Because it's a bit more profitable. And of course, late game's gonna be super different because of Joja. Because we can now buy our way to perfection from Joja. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can do on the first few days. Come on, catfish. Alright, we're at 8 catfish. That's not terrible. How many catfish did I get in my min-max? I got 8. Okay, so I'm already doing better than I did in my first min-max. Already doing better, because I'm already at 8 catfish. That little accidental fishing cast wasn't good. Do kegs always make regular quality? 1 second. Gotta focus on catfish. Do kegs always make regular quality wine? Is the only way to get silver? Yeah, I believe casks are the only way to level up your wine. I believe that kegs will always get regular quality. Hello, Samantha. How does 1.6 affect seeding? I was trying out dynamic seeding and it wasn't quite working out. I believe it's patched. I'm guessing concerned a patched dynamic seeding. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know why I just pulled up my fishing rod. I think it was because I saw that starting to feel exhausted message. But yeah, it's very possible that unless you do legacy RNG settings, dynamic seeding might be patched. So is it a waste to, you want to use regular quality starfruit first, and then silver, then gold, then iridium. Because wine triples the value. Iridium quality doubles the value. So even if you use iridium quality starfruit, you're still getting like your money back, but you're not getting as much return for your investment. So it's always better to keg low quality fruits. Always better. If you have enough kegs to handle all of your starfruit intake, then keg all of it, but if not, then just keg the regular qualities. Alright, we are out of energy. Got a perfect treasure chest. That's like a 6 times multiplier right there. Something ridiculous like that. And some gold ore. Gold ore is good. And anything I want to sell in my shipping bin, I should bring with me. So I don't need soggy newspaper. Copper I do want to bring back, most likely. Unfortunately, there's no way to dig up your starfruit. You'd have to either reset or just buy new starfruit seeds. Unfortunately, you can't like get your seeds back if you tilled up the land. Until the land. Alright, we're at 11 catfish. Ooh, getting some nice treasure chests here. Fire quartz. Fire quartz I will likely keep for smelting. Two more gold ore, not too bad. Eventually I'll want like probably the gold pickaxe upgrade. I don't know if it's worth it though or not. Because what I did in my first min-max is I fished for a long time and avoided the mines. I just like upgraded my pickaxe, but I'm thinking that It's probably actually better to just do like the copper pickaxe upgrade and then like void spirit and diamond farm, as opposed to like upgrading it all the way to gold. Maybe steel. I could argue steel, but gold is probably unnecessary. And of course, getting to the desert as early as possible for Skull Cavern Dive is going to be the main plan. That should be achievable fairly quickly. I think I will probably farm Dust Sprites for the Burglar's Ring, then farm Void Spirits for the Savage Ring. Because I think both of those rings are worth it. You're busy, but yeah, streamer noob. Yep. Hey, I got 12 catfish now, so that's like, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Just getting as many perfect catches as I can here, because all of the fishing XP will count. Getting fishing level 10 for that sell bonus is... I don't know if it's necessarily important, because most likely I will be using my money for other stuff. So just getting the level 5 sell bonus is good enough. But it's going to be really interesting to see with 1.6. Like, is it worth it to grind up my fishing level all the way to 10 for perfection? Like, say I, you know, pivot to diamond farming, void spirit farming. Is it more worth it to buy books, buy the XP books from the bookseller, and just give myself XP with money? Just use money for everything. Is that more worth it? Oh, I can't make up my mind between catching the fish and the treasure chest here. There we go. Samantha, usually don't try to go to Skull Cavern until you have the Burglar's Ring and the Slime Ring. For me, it's the Burglar's Ring and the Savage Ring. Slime Ring's nice, but in terms of min-max, I feel like Burglar's Ring and Savage Ring are going to be the best bet. So, we'll see what happens. How did I get a regular quality shad? It was probably from... what do you call it? From my bubbles from earlier. I agree, GBO and Reinwald. GBO and Reinwald says it comes down to the time that you need to grind the XP book that'll give can make more money than the book cost. If no, rather grind, yeah. Consider XP mechanics as spoilers. At this point in Sonata, no. I would appreciate any sort of, like, help in that regard. Like if, like it depends, because I'm assuming there's like something late game with, like after you get to level 10. Oh, we've got to, yeah, I will mute them if they continue spamming. I will fix that. I'll start with a timeout for 5 minutes. There we go. But yeah, so not if you have any tips in terms of XP to share, I am welcome to listening. But I assume that there's something with XP late game with that like mastery skill like door down there. So anything of that I want to be kind of left to myself discovering on my own. But other than that, if there's like something with the books like that I probably wouldn't discover on my own, feel free to share. Took some forage XP from wild seeds and put them towards farming. Forage XP from wild seeds and put them towards farming. So forage... So growing forageable seeds gives you farming XP now instead? That's interesting. Oh, I passed out. I didn't even realize. That's okay, because I've got everything that I want, like all the fish I want with me right now. Fish worth 25% more, of course, is big. Level 6 fishing. Nice. So you get farming XP from foraging seeds now? That doesn't seem right. But if that's how it is. Ooh, super bad luck day today. At least we're fishing. At least we're not mining today. When you plant wild seeds, it gives you less forage XP, but a bit of farming XP, if you understand correctly. Oh, so you get a little bit of both from it. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense. We can finally skip the Clint cutscene. Let's go. We can finally skip the Clint cutscene. That's exciting. I think we could always skip it. I think it's the Kent one that I'm thinking of that we can also skip, but who knows. I think a lot of the cutscenes are skippable now that weren't. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're gonna water the crops. We're most likely... gonna just craft a new chest and then just fish at the mountain lake for the entire day. Let's see. So I could return back to the farm at the end of today and sell stuff if I need stuff for tomorrow. But what is the goal for tomorrow? Am I probably going to need to buy bait? I probably am going to need to buy bait if I continue down that path. But I think I need 2,000 gold for... Let's see. 2,000 gold for the copper pickaxe upgrade tomorrow. Plus 2,000 gold for a pack upgrade. A pack upgrade would be nice. I did not clay farm on day one because clay farming is removed in the 1.6 update. No more clay farming. There's that legacy RNG prediction setting, but I did not choose to use that one, so there will be no clay farming for this one. And what do let's see. I'm trying to figure out how much money I need to sell for today. How much money do I need today? Or how much money do I need day 5? So like how much fish do I need to sell is the question. What did I use that 5,000 gold for? I think I just bought a bunch of ores. Okay, so I was referring to my other min-max run. It looks like what I did was just sell a bunch of stuff for ores, which is what I can do today. I can just start by selling all of this stuff, but all I really need is 4,000 gold. So let's see. Catfish sell for 200. And gold qualities would sell for 300. So 300 times 10 is already 3,000 gold. So most likely, yeah, this is gonna sell for over 4,000 gold. So I think it'll be safe if I just sell all of this stuff. And then I don't really need to worry about selling anything else at the end of the night tonight. I think I can worry about that tomorrow. So yeah, we'll start by just watering the crops and then going mountain lake fishing. So, Clint, either Clint, we got the furnace recipe. Where's all my iridium chubs? Okay, I do have some iridium chubs. Iridium chubs I'm gonna keep for healing. Actually, let's sell all of them. No, let's keep those for healing. And then I also should sell the diamond and aquamarine for a little extra profit. And then I'll buy pack upgrade for 2,000, buy the copper pickaxe upgrade for 2,000, and then with the rest, I will spend on ores. Previous message, please. We also get 1 XP for berry bush now. Okay, I remember that. Basically, it means the forage books are the most valuable since he nerfed forage seeds. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where I want to spend the money in terms of the levels to quickly level up. If we can make lots of money, then I don't know, min-maxing is like with like the ability to just buy books, buy the Joja perfection, buy golden walnuts, all that stuff. It's like money is ever so more important now. You can just Joja everything. Okay, so copper I want to turn into a furnace. Just in case I get more copper ore, I'll keep this copper ore on me. I will bring the gold to smelt. Actually, let's just not worry about smelting ores today. We'll smelt ores tomorrow. We can smelt a gold bar, why not? And then watering. We need to water the crops. I see a carrot up there. Carrots are quite good in terms of energy, so I will dig that up and plant it. Okay, so what's next? Let's put all this stuff away. Let's just grab wood for a chest, and then I think we're good. Let's go up to the mountain lake now. And we're just gonna fish at the mountain lake for the day, try to get as many largemouth bass as we can. And then day 5. Day 5 I probably won't do. I need to end the stream before 2 o'clock, which is in 15 minutes my time. So I think today's going to be the last day, and then I'll come in with a plan for next time. Legacy RNG strats will be finding a seed that has several day 1 carrots. Yeah, that'll be true. It'll be interesting to play the game with Legacy RNG settings, but I'm just, this first min-max attempt, I want to, in 1.6, I want to do it the concerned ape intended way. There are bubbles over there. I don't know if those bubbles are going to be worth it or not. Most likely they will disappear, but who knows? Let's try them. I can reach them from here. This is going to be faster. I was going to go... I was about to do something really stupid and go around that way, but we're blocked off by the mines. but this will work. This will work just fine. I think another one of my favorite additions is the waterfalls. The waterfalls are so pretty. And there's a bunch of them. The Meadows has a pretty waterfall. The Meadows farm has a pretty waterfall as well. And this one's new, and the one by the anglerfish is also new, I think. The new waterfall, updated sprites. But while yesterday was a little bit stressful with all the catfish, today should be less stressful because today is just like the largemouth basses don't really move around all that much, so it should be fine. I will grab the treasure chest. I don't mind breaking a perfect catch to get a treasure chest. We're hoping for a diamond or 6 iron ores. That saves us lots of money. Like iron ore cost what, 200 gold a piece? Or is it 150? I don't know. I think it's like 200. 200 times 6. That's essentially 1200 gold we save right there. Because I might be going for the steel pickaxe, or I might need that iron axe upgrade for hardwood. We'll see. I think I'm just going to go for the copper pickaxe upgrade. And I think the copper pickaxe will do me fine, and then I'm going to get the iron axe upgrade. Because if I want to make it to Ginger Island as early as possible, I need 150, or maybe it's 200 hardwood. I just need a lot of hardwood, basically. So we'll see how that goes. Put the stuff in here that I don't really need. Alright, those were some... I think the bubbles were worth it. They lasted quite a while. Problem with bubbles is I don't get quality fish, and then that makes my inventory management mess up. But ideally, I'll get the pack upgrade tomorrow. The broken Triton, that is so good for the mind. Look at that. Look at that. The broken Triton. That is going to help with the mind so much. That is so lucky. It's not as good as... I don't even care that I missed that bite right there. The broken Triton is huge. Let's go. The broken Triton is really nice for those early floors. If I need to kill like a slime or two to get down. Of course, I'll eventually get like the obsidian edge on floor 90, but that's not until floor 90. The broken Triton is really nice because, you know, it's not always guaranteed that I get like a wooden club or lead rod eventually on the frozen floors. Broken Triton's nice. It's very nice. We have a weapon for the mines day 5. That's kind of insane. I can't reset this day. This day is going to be... We need this day set in stone. No more mess ups. I mean, there wasn't really any mess ups today. But... yeah, I'm going to need a lot of hardwood. So I think the order is 1 copper axe. No. 1 pickaxe. Copper pickaxe. Then copper axe. Then steel axe. I think that's the order of the tool upgrades that we're going to want to go. Because pickaxe doesn't really matter that much. I think the copper pickaxe gives us a little bit of a boost at the mines. Like it's only 2,000 gold. It's going to help out a whole lot. But we'll see. I can't really follow, like, say, Piano Addict's run. Just because he got the copper pickaxe on, like, the first day. And I'm not using legacy RNG settings, so we'll see. Streamer luck, yeah. It's okay. I made up for the streamer noob part. But yeah, that's some good streamer luck for sure. That is for sure some good luck. I am really curious to see the legacy RNG setting, like min-max runs. To me, it's not as appealing just because it's the unintentional way to do it now. And rather do it the intentional way and not have to like worry about like using a external map predictor. It is really interesting. It is really interesting, but might not be the route I go down for a while. Still never gotten a iridium band. Yeah, I've never gotten an iridium band from fishing still. It's such a rare find, but it would be an amazing find. Like, say I got an iridium band today, that would be the most insane thing ever. The Joja colas are kind of busted now with the +1 speed. Like, not entirely busted. They're not, like, crazy good because it only lasts, like, 20 seconds. But they are nice. Like a nice little boost. Alright, ready for that iridium band? No iridium band in this one. It's okay. It is a super bad luck day today, so I'm surprised that I've been getting as many treasure chests as I have been. But we'll see. Too cool. How am I getting this many treasure chests? I am getting really lucky with that. Also, I found the rare green jelly, guys. Look at that. You tried the RNG legacy settings to try clay farming, still a little bit rough. Yeah, clay farming can be a little bit rough for sure. Playing on the stream deck. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not good at like fast clay farming or winter tilling. I'm good at like pausing, farming one piece of clay, pausing again, saving in the game time, moving to the next spot, and then just repeatedly doing that. Joja colas are busted now, but now you gotta decide whether to waste it in standing still and fishing. Well, I'm thinking it's good for like the start of the day. Like if I need to like walk to my fishing spot, like I just use a Joja cola and it saves a bit of time at the start of the day. Like I think in that regard it's really good. O'clock already. There's no way I'm resetting this day because of that broken Triton right there. That broken Triton is insane. No iridium small or largemouth bass yet. Interesting. Multiplayer on Sunday. I think Saturday. I think Saturday, or maybe it's Sunday for you because of the time zone. But I'm gonna plan on doing it Saturday around whenever I get off work, which is 5, so 6, probably 7 p.m. CST Saturday is when my next stream will be. So that's tomorrow for me, 23rd, 7 p.m. CST will be like the time for that. And that's my just casual multiplayer run of 1.6, where hopefully I'll get a little bit further progression and get some good stuff. Discover some new details like that raccoon. The river jelly doesn't give +1 fishing like the ocean jelly does. It does 30 max energy, which I don't think is very useful. Eat this wild horseradish, get it out of here. I also like eating things that there's only like one of, like silver chub, regular chub. Like, yes, I know technically it's better to eat the gold quality and iridium quality, But for terms of inventory management, I'd rather do it like that. Oh, there's bubbles. Hold on. We're gonna catch a fish here and then pivot to the bubbles. And just as I said, I was gonna get like... Oh, the bubbles are gone already. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about inventory management then. Oh, there are bubbles still. Can I reach those bubbles? I feel like I should be able to reach those bubbles. We'll see. No, just barely. My max cast can't even reach them. Look how close we are to the bubbles. Come on. Come on, bubbles. Just inch ever so slightly closer. Or give me fishing level... What is it? 7 or 8 where I need to... Where I get the... next fishing rod range. Increase fishing rod cast distance. Have I gotten any new ideas to sleep on yet? Sonar bobber is interesting. Not too useful though. No, not yet. There's some close bubbles. They're taunting me again. I mean, I can reach those ones. The problem is inventory management. So I'm gonna start getting the wrong qualities of fish. Whatever. I'd rather take the bubbles. Angelina needs to say bubbles behave. Yeah, that's right. Because watch, this is not going to be an iridium quality. This is going to be like a regular star quality. Regular star quality. There's no star to it. It's just regular. I don't know why I called it regular star quality instead of just regular quality. And look at that, the bubbles they didn't even last a long time. How rude. Okay, we hit fishing level 7. We hit fishing level 7, so that's a good thing. Suppose I can give someone a gift for that quest. And the reason I'm grabbing all of these items right now and keeping them in my inventory because I know there's a good chance I will just forget at the end of the day to grab these items. And the reason I'm putting them all in the chest for fishing for bubbles is because I know I'm going to get different qualities when I'm fishing in bubbles. Hello, Fugor. Will I upload this as videos? I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm not sure if I want to do like I did last time, or if I want to do more of like a recap once I finish the series. Like once I get to like the end of spring, maybe I'll do like a recap video sort of thing. But I'm not entirely sure yet. I don't really have too much of a plan for this. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Kind of game time decision thing. The problem for making this into videos is there's not really that much to say that I'm not saying on live stream. Because what else would I say? I would say, like, I would give tips and stuff, but I've already done that in my first min-max, so it would be kind of redundant. So really, I think just doing like a recap style is the way to do this. Recap would be nice, as you still watch your min-max videos are amazing. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, most likely doing a I'd for sure do like a recap, like maybe like every like a week, like video per week. Like once I'm at day 7, I do a video. I don't know if I do that or if I do it like by month. We'll see what happens. The problem is I could probably do a video and it would be like less than 5 minutes for the first week, because all I'm going to say is day 1 I collected mixed seeds, I got spring onions, I met everybody in town, I continued to like pick up forageables for energy, I went back to the farm and then like used up the rest of my energy and ate all my forageables to chop some more trees. And though that like wood I used for chests for fishing like today and yesterday. What else? And then day 2 is like I fished at the ocean. Day 3 I catfished at the river. Like there are like little things like day 2 I needed to hit fishing level 2 before 5 p.m. and I needed to get enough money for the fiberglass rod. Oops, did not mean to do that. Bye-bye, Sebastian. So there are like little details that would like make it a little bit longer than like 5 minutes, but I feel like recapping it into one video like per month is probably the best format for it. We'll see. What'll be interesting in this run is we can achieve perfection, hopefully in year 1, due to just being able to buy everything. Because even just like the gold clock, because I believe how it works is 500,000 gold, so half a mil gets us 1% perfection. So even just the gold clock, it's more worth it to buy that. This song slaps for nighttime Stardew. Oh yeah, it does fit pretty well. Like if you do the math, the gold clock costs 10 million gold. You can buy, and it's 10%, it's worth 10% perfection. You can buy 10% perfection for 5 million gold only. Usually those videos are good so people would follow it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is if people want to follow it in real time, they can skip around the stream bot if people want to follow along. Like, that's probably what I will likely... Like, I'll leave these stream bots public. I won't make them unlisted or anything. And if they want just, like, a recap, I'll do the recap, because what I did for my first min-max series, it was basically like I was streaming just like a sped-up version, because it was all like unscripted, me just talking, that sort of thing. I mean, not completely unscripted. It was like I would do like I would say a line, and then I would pause, think of what else to say next, and then I would say what I would say next, that sort of thing. And the format worked well. Like, it was fun. It was fun doing those videos. But I enjoy streaming because not only can I, like, just talk, but I can also interact with chat. And chat can give me ideas. We can ping pong back and forth ideas, that sort of thing. I think it's always fun. And for the dead time when I'm, like, fishing and nothing's going on, I can be talking to chat. That's why ultimately I decided to stream this series as opposed to not stream it, as opposed to just recording the footage and then doing a voiceover. Alright, it is getting late. I think I can pass out fishing. I could walk home and sell all the fish if I want money for any reason. However, I don't know if there's any reason like I need all that money. Like I should have enough from yesterday for the copper pickaxe upgrade. Still can't believe how lucky that broken Triton was. Is this run still using Starfruit Way, or you find out a new thing? Starfruit Wine is gonna be the big money maker still, I'm pretty sure. But this time I'll be able to grow Starfruit on the island super early. Get the greenhouse super early, because we're going the Joja route. So that's the huge difference, is we're gonna have access to Starfruit seeds and like growing them on the island in spring. We don't have to wait till summer this time. So that's what's gonna be the big difference. I think that's huge. I don't know if there's any reason to check the cart lady tomorrow, but we can at least like get a sneak peek and see if there's anything useful from the cart lady. Traveling cart. Okay, I can keep this here because it's like on the way to the mines. The river jelly sells for 125, but maybe I don't want to sell it. Maybe I want to keep it. I don't know yet. I don't know how like useful they are for like crafting stuff. And I should pass out unless I can get another fish. Alright, we're passing out. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty good day for. We got fishing level 7. We got more than enough money for our copper pickaxe upgrade tomorrow. And a pack upgrade from the shop. How early you think you're gonna have the MSRT finished in spring? What, Sonata, what does MSRT stand for? I'm unfamiliar with that. The jellies are useful for crafting some of the mid-game items. Okay, so maybe I hold on to the jellies. This PvZ song is definitely nostalgic, I agree. I love the Plants vs. Zombies soundtrack. It's one of the most banger soundtracks out there. Oh, today is a super bad luck day. That's gonna really suck for the mines. Okay, this is not the day I'm playing. When I play the day for real, I am gonna adopt the cat. But while we just kind of get an idea of what's going on, I don't have to adopt the cat. So... I will keep my Iridium Chubs when I play this day. So we're just gonna do a preview of today, just kind of plan out the day, see what happens. The mart, the Joja mart? Oh, the mart. Yeah, for sure in spring. Like, there's no doubt the Joja mart's gonna be finished in spring. Like, I am confident about that, because we're gonna be doing Void Spirit and Diamond Farming, which is way more profitable than fishing. So one thing we do today is harvest our parsnips. We can also use those for energy at the mines. Most likely what I'll do is just grab the pickaxe. We could sell fish to Willie at the start of today and buy some bait. Instead of like shipping it. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. I just want to get like a loose plan for today to see what we can do. But most likely I need to stop streaming pretty soon. Cork Bobber comment. What about the Cork Bobber? Oh, Cork Bobber Deluxe Bait might save money over Iridium Rod for the legend. Cork Bobber and Deluxe Bait might save for the legend. But if I just reset the day and catch the legend with the fiberglass rod, then even better, Sonata. If I just reset the day until I am able to get like a good pattern and catch it with the fiberglass rod, I think is even better. Because who needs the iridium rod, am I right? Okay, so the start of today is probably going to be spent at the mines. So I'll probably keep these fish in here. Bring my pickaxe and chubs for energy. Yeah, you gotta buy the rod for the bobber. No, it's alright. All good. So the first thing is the mines, and the goal at the mines is 25 copper ore. I already have a furnace because I bought ore from Clint. But we still need 25 copper ore. There's also a free leak up there, which is nice. And what I will do is come here, grab my broken trident. Oh, but look, there's bubbles there taunting me. They're teasing me. What a tease. And then we'll mine until, like, say, I don't know. Until Clint is open until... Don't need the rusty sword. We're gonna be seeing a lot of enemies today, probably. The broken trident slays these guys like really fast, which is nice. And the focus in the mines is gonna be copper ore. Of course, today is a very bad luck day, so it makes it very difficult. Like, look at this luck. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. And we killed all the enemies on this floor as well. Which is kind of insane. We got our first geode. 10 slimes count before the quest? That's nice. Oh, I almost want to... Like, look at this lucky copper right here. I almost want to, like, go with this day now. I was gonna not play this day out. But look at that. We've almost got our copper. Yeah, look at that. We've got 25 copper. That's all we need. 25 copper. We leave the mine. I would have brought my furnace with me if I was actually playing this day out for real. This isn't even the day I'm playing, which is what is, yeah, it's a big oof. So what I would do is keep smelting that copper. It takes 30 minutes to smelt copper, so we could just like dilly-dilly at the mines until 12:30. Leave around like 1 o'clock at the latest. Like if I get that copper before 1 or 2, we're good. So let's say 10 o'clock is equivalent to 2 o'clock. We leave. I'm gonna first head to probably Clint. Because Clint closes at 4. So now it would be almost 3 o'clock if I left at 2 as my hard cutoff. Clint, we talk to Clint, we upgrade our copper pickaxe, we have enough money, and we have those copper bars from smelting earlier. Then the next step is Pierre's. And the time is 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. essentially right now. We're pretending the time's 3 o'clock. I just want to see if we have enough time to get everywhere. Look at that, we got a topaz and we can give it to Gus. And we go to Pierre's, we get the pack upgrade. Time is about to hit 4 o'clock. Then I have to go back to the farm to grab my stuff to sell to Willie. Unless I bring my fishing rod with me. So I shouldn't have the pickaxe anymore, and I shouldn't have that copper ore because I turned it in. And then now the time's essentially 4 o'clock. And then we see if we can make it to Willie's in time before it hits 5 o'clock, or in our time, 1. I'm not going to worry about touching a bundle, I don't think. Unless I can unlock the mine. Why are we selling today? Bait. I only have 54 bait. And who knows, maybe Willie has some catfish or largemouth bait. If he has largemouth bait, I'm gonna buy that for sure. Okay, so we have to get there before 1 o'clock, which it looks like we do have enough time to get there before like 5 o'clock would be the equivalent. Eel bait, interesting. Don't need eels. Obviously, I'm gonna spend the rest of my money on bait from Willie. For some of it on iron ore, because I think I need some more iron ore. And then after selling the fish, we'll have extra money to sell for bait. You know, I don't even know if I need to sell all of this fish. Maybe you're right, Sonata. Maybe we don't sell the fish. And then I can just make a stop at Willie's with extra money. Because maybe I just don't need to sell the fish. We'll see. But yeah, that should be the basic plan for today. I do have to get going now, so thank you everybody for stopping in this stream, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.